two of them are playoff bound. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Houston could do it, and the Dodgers could do it, and that's
Yeah.
it. And that's it. I mean, the White Sox could do it, but why would they do it? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's like there isn't this. The Padres could probably pull it off with their pitchers.
The Padres.
They have enough pitchers in their minor league. Like they threw out Luis Urias and two pitchers, they could probably make that kind of deal. But there's not that many teams that can do it. Like
or something like that.
Huh?
No, then they've got so many top pitchers, and they've got like 5 pitchers in the top 100 right now.
Yeah, my first pick in that draft was Luis Patino, and he jumped up there out of nowhere. I was like, I'll take him because I need pitchers. I don't even know who he is. He's 5'11", that I know. But they do have that Baez kid, and they got a few others there. Who's the guy they had that made the bet with the Rock? If you make the pros.
No, it wasn't the Rock. It was
it was the other guy, John Cena. Right?
John Cena. There you go. That's who it was.
But he's Logan Allen, I think his name is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got it, but there's not. That's the problem. Is that like these things don't really fit. I know what Merrifield is worth. I don't think there's a team that has the players that they will return and has the willingness to do it simultaneously.
The Royals are dumb if they don't. I mean, a team like the Royals should be trying to stack.
I'm not saying the Royals don't want to do it, but if they move Merrifield, they're going to have to ask for less than he's really worth. Because they only really have like I said, they only have 2 possible suitors, the Dodgers and the Astros. The only ones can match that package the way they're saying it. Because you have to have.
Yeah. And Altuve looks healthy right now. He's been hitting the shit out of the ball. So if he stays healthy, and the word is Correa's coming back soon, man. So that's a scary team, dude. Especially if Alvarez can stay healthy and that lineup. Golly.
So that's what I'm looking at as far as it goes. Like, who are the guys in this trade package? They're mostly those guys at that second level, or guys that have played themselves out. Like maybe the Cubs trade away Russell, maybe the Padres trade away Will Myers. Because they're not.
I think there'll be a lot more guys in the move than you think. I really do. I don't have the list of free agents. I don't have the list of impending free agents. Maybe you could pull that up and see who's an impending free agent. But I think we're gonna see a lot of guys move. I mean, there's already been whispers that Noah Syndergaard might get moved in New York.
That's a team that sort of has to. I mean, they haven't really pulled off that great.
Do you think they try and deal Cano? Do you think anyone's dumb enough to take him?
Well, Cano is somebody. Somebody might take Cano as he's not going to garner a lot in return. But he's gonna he's a decent bat. Like if you're looking for a bat off the bench, you see those deals happen all the time. I'm not thrilled by those deals. I'm just saying, yeah, somebody like we want to, the Braves want another bat off the bench, so they get Cano, and they trade their 8th best minor league pitcher.
Sure,
something like that. You get something for it, So these are the guys that all right. I guess JD Martinez has an opt out, but they'll probably.
He's not going anywhere.
So the outfield. This is just a list of notable free agents for 2019 Major League. First base Jose Abreu, second base Scooter Gennett, Jonathan Scope.
If Gennett could ever get healthy, that he could be someone I could see getting traded.
Third base, Anthony Rendon, Josh Donaldson.
Now, before the Nationals fell out of it, I would say Rendon would have been a trade candidate for the Nationals. But I don't think he's going anywhere. I think they might actually re-sign him. Didi's not going anywhere.
They probably
unless the Yankees have an opportunity to upgrade at shortstop or greatly upgrade at another position.
2020 free agent tracker. Here we go. I want a more complete list than they had there. So wow, that's a lot of pitchers. Nobody really that exciting.
But yeah, that's the whole point, though. You're going to see a lot of guys go that aren't going to be exciting. You're going to see the Ian Kennedys of the world getting traded.
Do you think
maybe Greg Holland? Will Smith if the Giants fall out of it.
You got Josh Donaldson, Edwin Encarnacion. Alex Gordon. There's a guy who get traded. Who really wants him? I mean, he's doing all right this year.
Yeah, I mean, I could see Alex Gordon going to a lot of teams and improving them. I mean, shit, he'd go to a team like the Giants and instantly improve their left field situation.
Ryan Zimmerman.
Like I said,
here's one.
Nelly is not going anywhere. Minnesota's going to be playoff bound.
Yeah, I think they have a 1-on-1 option. Elvis Andrus, he's one that's going.
He could be someone, because the Rangers, man, are a paper team to me. They're a team that's been in contention and sitting around that I don't think is going to be able to last through August.
Rusney Castillo has an opt-out this year. Scooter Gennett. Yazil Puig.
Puig's another candidate I could see getting traded, but even though I think he's actually feeling pretty good in Cincinnati. Dozier's another guy who's been playing surprisingly well recently.
All types here. Major League UFAs. Unrestricted free agents, of course. Rich Hill, Ben Zobrist. Nick Castellanos is probably the guy that they've been talking about the most. Is he that big of a difference maker? Cal Gibson.
It's interesting, man. We saw 30 homer pop from him, 2 years ago. I thought he was really going to break out, and his power has really declined in recent years. And I don't know if it's because we took all the bats away around him and he didn't have any protection in that lineup. Castellanos is an interesting player. It depends on where he ends up. If he ends up in a good situation where he doesn't have to be the main, go-to bat, where he can just be a role player, I think we might see, some surprising play out of him.
He's probably the most interesting name to me that's over that name on the batting side.
Yeah, and Detroit.
I guess Rendon would be.
Needs to trade him.
I don't think Rendon's going to be traded. I think that they're going to figure out a way to sign him.
No, I don't think Rendon's going anywhere.
Because after losing Harper,
they got the money.
They have the money and they can't afford on both ends. It just seems like there are guys that I like. I wouldn't mind seeing the Cubs pick up a Howie Kendrick or an Eric Sogard. But I don't think they're huge difference makers. Brock Holtz, Justin Bour, James McCann's having a big
Justin
year.
Bour just got sent to the minor leagues today.
Josh Harrison, Hunter Pence. There's an interesting name.
That is an interesting name. He could be a good guy. With his World Series pedigree, with winning 2 World Series with the Giants, it could be interesting to see a team trade for him that's in need of that kind of leadership in the clubhouse.
I actually have on one of my teams that I play on. My outfield is actually 2/3 Rangers. I have Pence and Shin-Soo Choo, and I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, Gallo's the guy, though. He's the dude. I really like him.
Yeah, but I got these guys for nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, they were literally Flotsam and Jetsam, and I'm like, oh, they're pretty good. Yeah, it doesn't seem that. I just don't see it. And the other part about it is, if you really look at what team really has need. I mean, the Dodgers need some bullpen help. But that's not the kind of thing that's going to shock the world, unless they make a trade for Kirby Yates or something.
Yeah.
Or Brad Hand. The Cubs.
Brad Hand, man, he's an interesting guy. That whole Cleveland situation is a situation to keep an eye on. It depends on if Kluber's going to come back, and if they're sticking around and they're looking like they have a chance to, get in the wild card race or even win that division. So. But that's a team I could see selling. That's why it's going to be so interesting to see how early on teams are going to have to commit to whether they're in or out, Well,
I think that the big thing you're going to find that it's going to be – there might be more trades, but they're going to be – I don't know what the word would be, like second-tier variety. I mean, we're not talking a minor leaguer for a relief pitcher arm. We're talking it's just not going to be the blockbuster things that we had in the past. Unless some team looks at July 31st that we're not counting out and decides that they're out.
That's what I'm saying.
If the Nationals look at it and go, no, we're out. Somebody might do that,
Well, it depends on how they feel about the future of that team. That Nationals team set up to win for several more years in the future. So maybe you sacrifice this year, you gain some commodities by trading a few guys.
You're a Giants fan.
Sure.
Who on that team does anybody want except for maybe Buster Posey? I mean, the pitchers.
Dude, they'd want Bumgarner. Posey's viable. Brandon Belt is definitely viable. Brandon Crawford as well. I mean, how would you not like either one of those guys? I know we just got Kevin Pillar. I don't think he's going anywhere, but Kevin Pillar could be a great defensive center fielder which is always a need for a lot of playoff teams.
I don't see anyone breaking the bank for any of those guys.
Not necessarily breaking the bank for him, but I mean, if you could get, a top 100 prospect. or even a guy that you think is going to be a good player that's a younger guy like we've talked
Yeah, I
about.
guess maybe that would be the thing to look at is you'll see a lot of minor leaguers move around. But
Yeah,
I think this is gonna sneak up on teams. They're not gonna be ready for it, and it's gonna be a little bit of a letdown. That's my guess for the trade deadline.
I'm going to go just the opposite, and I'm going to say that it's going to be one of the most exciting trade deadlines we've seen in recent memory.
Because most of these trades, I mean, outside of people giving players to the Yankees, most of the trades we've seen have not been that interesting.
Let's pop up the calendar real quick, Doug. I want to see what day the 31st is on. That's this month, right?
Yeah, last day of this month.
It's on a Wednesday.
Wednesday night.
That means we can do a show the next day and talk about on the first. Yeah,
that's a good
let's
time
do a
to
show.
do our second thing. And the truth is, we're at about an hour 25 minutes anyway, so we could start wrapping this thing up.
Yeah, I'm good to go. I got to go eat dinner here in a few minutes anyway.
You feel pretty good? You made it through one?
Yeah, man. I was a little groggy at the beginning, but I got through okay once we started going.
It was decent. We'll do whatever we want with this episode, but I wanted to get back on the horse. I wanted to talk to you again. I miss talking to you. I think I can say that man to man.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I miss you too, dude. It's been fun, man. I was, like I said, I was a little apprehensive at first. My brain has just been mush, man. I haven't had a lot of I didn't leave the house for 3 weeks, man. I didn't do anything. I just laid in bed and watched Fast and Furious movies and freaking baseball and it was just I was literally a vegetable, man. I was in the hospital several times. So this whole week has been kind of weird, man. And it's I want to go full speed. I'm the kind of guy I like to go a million miles an hour. And I've really had to throttle it back, dude. I've been, working 4 hours at a clip. I went for a run today and it actually absolutely taxed me, dude. I felt like a vegetable afterwards. I was like, I got to go lay down. So it's going to probably be a week or two before I'm really probably back to normal. So I just got to continue to take it easy. But yeah, I should be good to go on Monday, man, at 11.
Monday, I'll be there on Saturday. I might take a Saturday off somewhere in there, but not this one. I'm going to talk about
next week's my kid's birthday, so I gotta go to Portland. We're gonna go to the water park, and it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. They have an indoor water slide up there, which is kind of cool.
Really?
Yeah, so it's an old airplane hangar, and it's an airplane museum, and so it's a pretty neat little scene, man. So we went a couple years ago, and they want to go again, so we're gonna go do that for them. So I'll be on the road pretty much most of next week, and then I'll be back kicking it, man, and enjoying the rest of summer. We've had a really nice summer out here in Oregon so far. I don't know about where you're at.
I'm in Florida where it's hot all the time.
Yeah, fuck that. My cousin just moved from Kentucky to Tampa. So he's been, his Snapchat's blowing up. He's out to freaking places every day. He went to a Rays game and, the aquarium and all the crap down there doing his thing. So, but yeah, you never know. I might end up in Tampa going to visit him for too much longer. He's got 2 young kids.
How the hell is that muted?
Am I muted?
No, I was just trying to play some backend music on the way out. You're not
muted. No, it's all good. All right, man. Well, until next time, dude, I had a blast.
Yeah, we'll be better next time around. We were both a little bit groggy on this one. Yeah, I always like doing it at 10 o'clock. It's just at the actual pinnacle of how late I want to stay. I'm good. As I start getting tired around 10,
If you have an earlier time slot, I can probably bump it up a little bit. I'm not, especially with you hosting it on the thing. I'm on my phone, so.
Cool.
I guess I left work a little bit early today, but if I have to do it from work, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.